Hi, everyone. How are you? I'm Rachel Chamness at Sound Waves Heal, and I'm a shamanic channel and mentor. And today I'm going to be giving readings and talking to you a little bit about my Elemental Magic and Manifestation Fae Oracle deck. And then I'll give readings. And after that, I will do a group channel and message at the end in case you are watching on replay. So I'd love to see that you're here. So please comment a lot because I am live in several places. So sometimes it's hard to see people who've commented a while ago because my feed's like really full. So yeah. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Joanne. Nice to see you. Hi, everybody. Hi, Christine. So, hi, Andrea and Simon. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is just tell you about two of the cards as we've been going through the deck a lot. So that's great. We are already at this part of the book. So we're almost near the end. Actually, we might have to start over soon, actually. So my cards come with a booklet, and the booklet talks to you about 37 different kinds of Fae that I've met, although I've met more than that. I am a channel, and I started channeling with the Fae. The Fae were the first beings that came through to me, and they helped me learn more about channeling, and I actually help other people with that as well, with channeling. Hi, Zoe, Catherine, Mel. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sharon, Catherine Q. I like that. Iris, Majestic Love. Hello. So these cards are made for everyday channeling, anything that you need to know. And also, if you're an advanced reader, you can channel the beings in the card. So each card has actually the name of a Fae being. So like this one, it's not just about a Selkie. It is actually about Beesby. So if you own this deck and you are a channel, see if I can fix that so you can see the card better, then you should be able to bring forward Beesby for channeling in whatever way, whatever level you're at, whether you're at the beginning where you're asking for signs, or if you're more like extremely advanced trance channeling, wherever you are, Beesby will come forward for you if that's what you wish. So first, I'm just going to tell you what's in the deck. With this book, at first I have a little, it's a very thin book. I don't kill you with too much here because I feel like that makes it hard to start using cards. But I am writing a book that goes along with it. It's just, it won't be ready for a while. It takes longer to write a book than I thought. Guess what? Learning curve. Okay, so Beesby, so it tells a little bit about Selkies, and then it has a channel. So I'm going to read it to you. Ancient lore tells us that the Selkie leaves behind her seal suit when becoming a woman until she wishes to become a seal again. Selkies show themselves to me with both human and seal features at once. Born of human tails like leprechauns, Selkies are beings of great magic and transformation. Beesby says, and this card is about worthiness. I did channel these cards completely from the Fae. Beesby's channel is, do you not feel your great worthiness? Your higher self is no different from an archangel or even the great goddess herself. The great flame within you has much love to give to others, but it also needs to feed your worthiness and self-love. Though it may be your most difficult challenge, learning to deeply love yourself is part of your role here on earth as a human. Thank you, Reagan. Thank you so much. It's very sweet. Okay, great. Yeah, the healing will have a little music. So if you pick one of these cards that I'm showing you today, then guess what? You will have you will get a healing as well. And I just saw that I did pull up the wrong. So let me pull up the next one. Okay, here we go. So now the next one, gosh, I can't believe it. We're almost to the end of the deck. So I have been going live here for a while. If we've gotten through this is number 43, the next card. That's kind of exciting. Oh, wait, remove, stop scaring. Okay, it's a little complicated. Just give me a second. I'm going to flip over to the next one. If I can find it. Ooh, here it is. But it's not showing. Hold on. Because my computer's weird, and I don't know why it does this stuff. So I'll have to, here we go. That should be better. Nope, wrong one. Here we go. Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm not as techie as some might be led to believe. Okay, so this is yes. This is Philomaia. So if you get this one today, I'll give you a little healing as well. And the other one that I always give a healing for is past life connection. So Philomaia is a fairy. She's a regular fairy. Hi, Angie. And you can see that she's celebrating there. She's got her cup of meat. She's like, yay, right? So fairies are so much fun. Their joyful and bubbly personalities can almost make you feel a little high on life when they are around. Testimony, yes. They love to help you as long as you respect what they value. So to keep in their good graces, it is important that you are kind to the earth, to animals, and to children. And I even hear Philomaia saying, and to yourself. They also love to give presents in return for your requests, such as tiny crystals, pieces of chocolate, and even booze in a thimble. So Philomaia's channel in the book says, why? The answer is yes. Does that idea cause a fluttery sensation of fear within you? Open your heart to possibilities of positive outcomes and say yes. Release all that is holding you back from your highest timeline. Take a leap into the future of your positive answer and celebrate your assured success. So if you were to get this card in my deck, first of all, my deck is a great clarifying deck as well. So like if you picked a card from another deck and you're like, I don't really know what this means, you could pick one of my cards as a clarifying card. Have you ever done that? And they work really well as clarifying cards. So yes would be like, yes, say yes. Whatever you're thinking about, say yes. Oh, Maya's your daughter's name. That's so neat. So very cool if you pick this one. And of course, if you pick the other one that I was showing, which was Beesby worthiness, then that would be showing you that there's something to be healed around worthiness for you. So yeah, well, it resonated. Great. Okay, so now just keep posting if you want a card, and I haven't called on you because I really only see the last 6 or 7. And like I said, I'm live in several places. So just now that we have more people on, I just want to tell you, I am Rachel Chamness. I'm at soundwavesheal.com, and I am a shamanic channel and mentor. And what that means is I help my clients, light workers, people who believe that they are being called to healing or to channeling as oracles or as healers. I help them work in higher dimensional realms to bring forth the channels of higher dimensional beings, not just for messages as an oracle, but for healing. Because, you know, here we are, we're just vessels here as humans. Learning to channel is amazing. And you can bring forth like extraordinary healing and extraordinary light, extraordinary messages from those who are vibrating in a higher vibration than us. So it's a real honor to be a channel. And, and so I love to teach that. So that's what I do. Okay, so let's go. And I'm just going to call on you in the order that Spirit tells me the cards are in order for it. So Sharon Dodd is first. And we've got Trust and Patience, one of my favorite cards. This is Faunally the Servitor. And Faunally, this is a really cool being. If you ever see one of these Fae in your third eye, or however you see the Fae, if you do, if you're clairvoyant, they're very rare. So you should be very grateful. They're beautiful, very shy creatures, but they're very connected to Mother Gaia and to the earth. When you get this, Sharon, Trust and Patience, as you can see, I mean, when I'm looking at this, so good oracle cards should always have several things on the card to draw your attention. Today, I'm really drawn towards how she's holding that Fae in her hand, floating there. She's not touching it. You know, she's like trusting. The Fae is trusting her. She's trusting the Fae. She's sort of floating there, sort of talking. I get that this is about trusting that you are also speaking with Spirit, that Spirit would not hurt you. And when I talk about Spirit, I mean your spirit guides, your connection to the source of one, your connection to higher dimension or the universe. So Sharon, really building on that trust and having patience that the universe is responding to your request and your prayers and coming forward for you, and just trust that it's coming in its own time. And it's really speaking to me. And it's the first time I pulled this card that has, where it's like you've got your palm out and the universe is responding, and it's just sort of there, right? So you can't feel it in your hand yet. It's not in your hand, right? But it's floating there. And so, you know, just trust that it's here and it's going to be coming to you in ways that you'll begin to see soon, even if you don't see it yet. What you're manifesting, what you're asking for, just have that patience and that trust that it's yours. Okay, that's what I get for you. Okay. Oh, thank you, Angie. You're next. You got Stop and Rest, Shatalda, the ice mermaid. These ice mermaids, and most of the Arctic, have a lot of Arctic Fae beings in here. A lot of them we can actually see, like the narwhal in the background, and polar bears. But they all tell me they're from the star Polaris. And that means because they are at a higher dimensional frequency, they're there. And I just spilled water on my keyboard, so hold on a second. It's one of those mornings. Okay. Okay, so stop and rest. Angie, they're saying that it's really more about stop. You do need some extra rest. Two, they're asking you, can't you go to sleep a little bit earlier or sleep a little bit later? You need a little catch up. Maybe you've been sick or something like that. But it's really important. But mainly the stop is coming up for you. Like they just want you to every now and then just kind of stop and connect to spirit. They're just saying spirit is there. And I think we've talked before. I believe you are a channel, right? So spirit is calling to you and asking you to really listen and hear what they have to say. They have a lot to tell you. So taking like rests in your day to listen and see and ask your angels and your spirit guides come forward and give you some information, and they will, and you will really like advance very quickly in this way. So anyone who's listening, definitely. All right, Catherine Q's next. I just want to say your name, Catherine Q. Catherine Q. It's fun. So you got past life connection. So past life connection, Finley, the crystal diva. These are little fairies that are inside of crystals. Like I have two in this one. I always show this one because it's right here. But so you have a past life connection that's bothering you in this life. So to remove past lives, this is something that I teach in my Reiki 2 Psychic Reiki Healing course. And it's pretty easy to do. I'm just going to check and see what it is that needs to be healed. When we're healing a past life, what we're healing is the emotion that's coming from that life and kind of messing us up in this one, like making us too triggered by an emotion. And so it's trust for you. And the trust is really about like trusting that good things are really happening. It's kind of like when something good happens, you're like, I'm not sure if I trust it, and that comes from trauma from this life, but also from a past life that I can clear for you. So I'm going to do that now. I use liquid Reiki shamanic healing for that. All right, so that should help, Catherine, help you not feel so. So the point is, of course, it's not going to like suddenly make you suddenly trusting. It's just going to keep that trigger of feeling like you can't trust things. It's released that. So now you can really make a discernment on whether something should be trusted or not. Do you know what I mean? That makes a lot of sense to me. I hope it does to you. So Melody, you're next. You got Listen, Mudu the Tall Elf. This is what I call the clairaudience card. Seems like a theme that we're getting this morning is you're the third card with the same similar message, and that is that your spirit guides are trying to talk to you and they have something for you to say to you and they would like you to listen. So get quiet, take deep breaths, ask your spirit guides and your angels to come in, ask the Fae and ask them to talk to you. What are you trying to tell me? What do I need to know? And everything that you get, just trust it. Could be a feeling, could be a memory to give you a message, could be something that you see in your third eye, could be something that you just feel and whatever it is, just trust it. A lot of times we just throw things away and say, oh, that's just what I wanted to hear. But this really, your spirit guide's giving you something, or that's just my imagination. But the truth is your imagination is not what people, we're totally gaslighted to think that imagination is nothing. That's not true. Our imagination is usually signs from spirit guides and other realms and all kinds of things, hints on how to manifest, showing you how you manifest, things like that. It's really important learning for where we are. Okay, Reagan, you got caution. For Scott, the Balboan, they don't really look so doggy. They kind of look more. I had a Balboan say, I really don't like the picture on this card. I was like, I'm sorry. We tried really hard, but it's hard for me to describe to an artist what you look like. It looks more like Sasquatch than this, but they're not Sasquatch. And they're botanists. And they are here on Earth. They're very shy creatures. So caution is coming up for you. Things are not exactly what they seem. For you, what they're saying, things are not exactly what someone is telling you. Someone is telling you something, and it's not that it's not true, but it's not, I mean, it's not that it's a flat out lie, but it's not also not true. They're embellishing or telling you what they think that you, what they're telling you something is not quite true. They're spinning it. They're spinning it in a way that makes it seem okay, but it's really not. There's more to the story. It hasn't happened yet. I would expect it in the next day or so. There's more than you think happening, and there is someone saying something that's not quite true. Okay? I hope that's helpful. Terry's next. You got make a decision. Melius, the Whale King, comes forward for you. Yes, whales and dolphins are also elementals. When Melius came forward, he was like, I'm the Whale King. And I was like, okay, I'll just put that on the card then. So whales are also galactic. So are dolphins, but they're also considered elementals here, elemental animals. So for you, Terry, the decision... you have your what they actually show me you like with a little thought bubble with like two squares that look like doors, like two ways to go, and they're saying that both ways work. So if you can just make a decision and not worry about it too much, both ways are going to get you there. One might be better. So if you could just tune in, or faster or easier, if you can just tune in and decide like which one feels the best, and then just choose that, then your spirit guides will be like, great, she listened to her intuition, and they will definitely show you that you made the right decision by tuning in and listening in. It's like they're going to reward you for that effort. And so, but neither of them like have any kind of horrible outcome. So they're just saying, please, making a decision faster is better in this case, because you're dithering too long is what they're saying. Okay. You're welcome, Angie. Okay, Andrea, you're next. You got specialist support, jump box the gremlin. So this comes up when something you're trying to do something for yourself to save money, or because, you're like, I can totally do this. It would be wasteful to hire someone. But the truth is, like in the end, you'll end up having to hire someone and you'll have wasted your time. So so this could show up for something as simple as like a stuff. Golly, it's loud outside. I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry. There's like a helicopter hanging outside my house. Anyway, this could be something like your drain is clogged and you need a plumber, is like the example I normally get. Or it could be something like you're trying to clear your anxiety with a book, and you might be better off with a therapist. Or maybe you're trying to clear yourself of something spiritual, a block, or maybe you're trying to stop smoking by just like overcoming it with your mind, but you've been smoking for like 20 years and it's really hard. I saw a case like that this morning. And sometimes it's better to be like, you know what, maybe I should go to someone who helps with smoking cessation, or someone who helps with the drain, or someone who helps with this spiritual problem that I have. So that's kind of what specialist support is. And in this case, they're not telling me what it is because they say it's private. They don't want me to say, you don't want me to say it. So, so definitely, you think about it, and I think you'll figure it out. Hi, Edwina. Hi, Tracy. Okay, Tracy, you got call for clearing. Golly, we got like all three, like, not the happiest cards in the deck in a row. So Tracy, call for clearing, Satsula, the Diamond Light Dragons of Archangel Gabriel, very powerful dragons. And when this comes forward, it means that you could really do with a spiritual clearing in some way. Perhaps there's something in your field that's not of the highest vibration that is bothering you, or there is some situation in your life that would move so much faster and so much better if you just had a clearing on it. That's actually what I'm getting from you. It's not about you and your vibration, or your, like, you don't have an entity in your field, is what I'm getting. Does she have an entity? No, but this is more about a situation that if you were to do some clearing, if you're a Reiki master, you could do it yourself. If you're a shamanic worker, clear it yourself, or you might want to hire someone to do it to help you. And it would just make like a world of difference, is what they're saying. Okay. Oh, that's helpful. Hi, Iris. Iris, you got healer. You are born healer. This is Bon, the tree spirit, and she is always showing up for those who are healers. Do you know that you're a healer? Are you ready to accept the mantle of being a healer? She's asking. Of course, I always recommend that you could start with Reiki 1. It is very healing, just completely changes your vibration, really gives you a huge up level. You could probably find someone locally, or if you're looking for an online class, I have one with a personal attunement, which is always necessary. Make sure you get that personal attunement online, face-to-face, one person at a time, or in person. So I get that you're a healer. You start somewhere if you're not already started. If you are started, if you're like, oh, that's my business, I'm a healer. Well, then, first of all, I'd love to have you in my channels and healer group, 5D Daily. But second of all, then that means that there's more. There's actually more that you could do. Oops, no, that's my podcast. There's actually more that you could do that could up level you some more. So they're really calling you to a new healing modality. So yes, I also have a 5D Daily Facebook group for healers and channels at 5D Daily. I will be live in there after this, channeling earth elementals and answering questions. But I also have, if you're not a channeler healer, I have a Fae group. I love fairies, Fae and elementals, which I'd love to see you all. And I'm live in there right now, so lots of people in there. So here, I can't see who you are, so you'll have to click the link. You are so welcome. Okay, and Mel, you're next. You got set your sights higher. This is Lily, the seahorse. Seahorses are also Fae. And in fact, if you see that they have their horns there, they can also be the physical manifestations of unicorns in this life. So set your sights higher. Lily comes forth. This could be about love, or it could be about just self-worth or anything that you're trying to do. Sometimes we say, you know what, this is good enough. Like, this is in itself, like, I wanted this, but this is so great. It's pretty good. Like, I shouldn't complain. This is good enough. I'll just take this. Or you're trying to manifest something amazing and you're like, well, that's impossible. Like that, I could never. How could I ever do that? Instead, I'll just try to manifest this smaller thing, and Spirit's like, no, go for the big thing, or understand how much you're worth. And like, especially if it's about love, that you really need to really ask for what you want in this world, whether it's love or it's business or it's personal health or whatever it is that you're wanting to. You need to go for what you actually want and not some, what I think I might be able to get. So that's what they're telling you. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Hi, Joanne. You got Receive with Grace. Kendall the Mermaid from Atlantis is saying, where are you not receiving help from others? When people are offering their help out of the kindness of their heart, and you're saying, no, I'm good. So when you say no to offers of help, it may seem like you don't want to put your friend out, or you don't want them to pay. They paid last time, you're going to pay this time, or whatever it is. But really what that is the universe working through your friends to offer you help. They're trying to help you. And when we say no, then we're saying to the universe, no, don't help me. And could be a huge abundance block for one thing, but it can be all kinds of blocks that you can create by saying no. So when someone offers you something, you need to just say yes, and you'll take it. Now, of course, if this is someone you don't like and it's tied in a way, it will tie you to them in a way you don't want, that doesn't apply. But for most things, we often turn people down because we don't want to seem weak, or we don't want to be such a burden. People are trying to help us because they love us, and we need to just say yes. Thank you. Well, it's so nice of you. You bought lunch last time. If you're sure, and then I am so tickled to accept that. Thank you so much. If you want, I'll buy lunch next time. I'd love to treat you, to come over. I'm going to make you some cookies. Or you don't even have to do that. When you accept something, you don't have to give anything in return. You know, this person, I see you're beautiful, but I can't see who you are. So I don't know how to give you a reading. You'll have to click the link, which is somewhere, and here it is. For me to see you, you have to click StreamYard.com/Facebook. That doesn't give Facebook anything except for then they will allow StreamYard to show StreamYard to see your Facebook picture. It's just a group thing and it doesn't give any permissions to Facebook. So don't worry about that. All right. That's what I recommend. So Jackie, you're next. And hi, Anne. Hi, Janie. Hi, Christine and Rachie. Of course, I love your name. Trying to see if I know you. Okay, but we're back at Jackie, right? Is that who I was at? I have 3 water glasses here. So I'm going to do cards as fast, and the Fae make me drink a lot of water. Grounding. Sword to all the wood nymph. This is all about grounding in a new way. Where we are in ascension, a regular grounding is just not enough. Plus, they're saying you're not even, like, no offense, doing the regular grounding often enough. So they're just saying, please ground more. If you can, go out and put your feet in the grass. If it's freezing cold outside, then put your feet in the most natural shoes you've got and stand in the grass. But think about roots of light coming down from your feet deep, deep, deep into the earth so that you connect to the 5th dimensional earth grid of Gaia. Ask that you be unplugged from the 3D matrix and plugged into that 5D grid. How do you do that? You just ask, you just envision, ask, say it in your mind, however. It doesn't have to be like some magical thing. All we have to do is ask. And then if you can, we're going to add to that grounding. You're going to think about Gaia then lending up her light all around you like a lotus flower. Imagine this light coming in big lotus flower petals all around to your crown and being absorbed into your auric field. And that will really help you. It's going to help actually a lot. It's going to help a lot of things. So try that. Okay. All right, Christine, I got leadership, tote, the centaur. Where are you being called to lead? Okay, I get this card for you. It's like something that you've done before. You were leading people in a way before, but it all went badly. Something happened. There was like one person that kind of, one apple spoils the bunch, rotten apple spoils the bunch sort of thing. And it gave you a bad taste in your mouth. But now they're saying it's a new era. It's new people. You're better at speaking up for yourself. And so now it's time to do it again. I hope that makes sense. It feels a very strong reading. Let me know if you're like, I'm not sure what that is, and maybe we can figure it out later. But it's just definitely coming up for you as a very strong message. Hi, majestic love. I like that. You got manifest. Lar is a genie, Jen. So these guys can be a little tricky, and they're interesting beings. I've been talking to them and writing about them for my book that goes along with this, so hopefully out next year. And Lar is on this card about manifesting, because when this shows up, they're asking you to look in the ways that you manifest. So for you today, what I get is that you may be manifesting in ways that you don't mean to. Everything that we have in our life, every single thing that we experience as humans is all because of things we have thought or said or put into action. Now, some things are, of course, soul contracts, which come from our higher self. And when we've completed them, they're gone. Sometimes we may have put in motion for us a really terrible soul contract to teach us something. So when something bad happens, if we can just say, "Ooh, why is this happening? What am I supposed to learn?" And you can like learn it and get through it, then you don't have to continue down to the worst part of how this soul contract might go. You learn it and get on. So with manifesting, look and see if something's happening because of what you're saying. So watch what you're saying. And if I have a feeling you already know about this and you're like, oh, I know this already. However, there is still something you're saying and you might not have caught it yet. So catch yourself next time you say it and say, oh, I just said it. Because even if we just say it once, we have to make up for it. If you're saying, if you're talking about something you hope that's happening, but you're saying it in a way that makes it not happen, like, oh, well, nothing's happening. Well, now it's just, of course, nothing's happening now because now you just said it. You know what I mean? So we have to be like, I haven't seen it happen yet, but I believe and I know that it's happening right now, and soon I will see the evidence of it. This was a little bit different spin. We really need to watch what we're saying. You know what I mean? Hi, Claire. How are you? You got celebrate. When Tana the fairy mermaid, it's time to celebrate a little bit early. They're saying it's not bad luck to celebrate early. And it's a very good idea too. So when it seems like it's going your way, sometimes we're like, oh, I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx it. You won't jinx it. In fact, if you go ahead and say, thank you for bringing it to me. Thank you. I'm so grateful to my spirit guides for bringing me this manifestation of what I asked for, and really feeling what that would feel like to have it. I can't wait to see it in my life show up for me. Then it will get there faster. It's kind of a lot like the last card, right? So celebrate, go ahead and celebrate early. It's important. I love the name Majestic Love too. Okay, Judy, you got finish. You didn't get this last week, did you? If you did, let's laugh about it. So this is Merrimat the elf. He's actually fixing Merlin's staff here. Anyway, finish. What have you begun but not finished? And when I'm really looking at this today, what I really notice is his spectacles. You see his spectacles? He's really examining it. And they're like, you haven't finished it because there's something that is kind of giving you a little bit of a resistance. And what that resistance is that they just want you to look at it with new eyes. So it may be time to pick it back up again, look at it with new eyes, and it'll be much easier to fix. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here, is that Marymount's like, oh, I see the problem now. I missed it before. No, that's easy to fix. That's kind of what I'm getting for you. I haven't gotten that before. I haven't gotten that before for anybody for this card, so it's interesting. Hi, Saban. You got Alchemy and Magic, which is a great card. Look, it's on the deck itself. If you guys want to buy my deck, it's at my webpage, soundwaveshill.com, and it's also on Amazon in America. But when you got Alchemy and Magic, that's a great sign. Salemi, the unicorn, is showing you that everything you need is within your grasp. So if you're trying to manifest help to find your necklace, you could ask the Fae to help you. But this is a much better card than that. It's saying anything that you want in the world is within your grasp. You have the tools. You're able to connect. They're saying you're very able to connect with the Fae as well. And so reach out to them to help you find your necklace for sure. I love to teach people how to manifest with the Fae. That's actually my Black Friday special coming up. So that's really, really cool. The Fae can really help with manifesting. Joanne, have I given you a reading yet? I don't think I have. I think this next one's for you. So let me pull that for you. And this person, I still can't see who you are. You have to click the link. Self-employment, Joanne. You're going to be like, what? I love my new job. Sardash, the dragon, saying you have the keys. You have the keys to your own self-employment. And of course, what they want you to do is to work it on the side for a while. Now, I already know, because I talked to you just yesterday and you were saying, that since things have shifted, you're just trying to get in the flow of how things are going right now. So let me ask what they mean by this, since I know you pretty well. And they're saying, just start in little ways. As opportunities come up to give someone a reading or a channel or a healing, or just like a small little Reiki healing or whatever, to go ahead and do that and let that just kind of take its own traveling through your life and growing in your life. And it doesn't have to be like, at some point, I'm going to start this up again, but instead that you'll just follow spirit and how they lead you there in little places here and there to eventually become a business. And that doesn't have to be this year, next year. It could be 2025, 2026, but just kind of follow where spirit leads you to do a little here and a little there. And that kind of sets a lot of momentum, so that by the time you are like, I'm a channel, I'm a medium, I'm a healer, and I do this, 10 hours a week as a side job, everyone's like, oh my gosh, you gave me that reading 2 years ago and I'll just never forget it. You know what I mean? So it sets that for you. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad it makes sense. Stones of Destiny, you're next. You are safe. Cal the Silver Fairy's metallic type of fairy is saying that, anything that you're worried about safety is not a worry. You're safe. I do see that you might need a healing in your root chakra. So if you can't do that for yourself, you might want to reach out to a healer to heal that. Should be very easy. Just anybody who does Reiki healing should be able to do that. It's nothing like, crazy special or anything. But there is something that needs to be healed there, and I think that would help you. And actually the root chakra is very connected to feeling safe, and it might be part of why you might be having some fears about safety because of that. So that would be a good thing to have healed. I see you, Beth, but I've got like a bunch of people on my feed. So my feed has 5 groups, so I haven't seen you for a while. Okay. Observe your thoughts seems to be the theme of today. Tristan the Daisy Fairy, this tiny little nature fae, can't even focus. It won't even focus on her. She's so tiny. Telling you to observe your thoughts and watch where you might be saying more negative things than positive. And this is actually about, they're saying, if you could just tweak this one little thing and pop some negative statements to a more positive lean, you're going to see a great bit of traction. So they're kind of really calling you to really see what you're saying, really see that one stray sentence or two that is working its way into your mind or your thoughts or your words. Mind and thoughts being the same thing. And so just check and see where that's happening. When you catch yourself, you can be like, that's it. I'm going to flip it around to the other way. So even though I'm getting, of course, you're a little bit more advanced, this is something that we all do, and we all have to catch ourselves. So they're just trying to get you to catch yourself in this one sentence where the way that you're saying it. And it could be something that's not exactly negative, but it might not be exactly how you want to manifest it. Oh, okay. So yeah, so so they're going to be on you really hard. But the good news about that is if you can just like learn the lesson and start to flip those words into positive, you're going to see so much traction. You're not going to believe it. Like your life is going to be like, whoa, you're going to be like, I can't believe all these great things are happening. So it's a very good thing, actually. Okay. All right, Jamie. You got problem resolved. Remote the Phoenix. Problem resolved, meaning that what you're asking for is already resolved in the background. You just haven't seen it yet. So you can just start to thank your helpers, your spirit guides. Just start to say thank you because they have already resolved your problem. It's already happening. And so it's time to just really kind of flip. I feel like flip the script is like what we're saying today, but it's really about just starting to say, okay, I already have what I'm asking for. So you kind of go from trying to, it's in the future. One day I'm going to have this thing to, I have this thing. Now I can't wait to see it in my life, right? I have this thing. Okay. Hi, Danny. I got self-forgiveness for you. Where are you still not forgiving yourself for something that's not your fault? Milo, a crystal mermaid from Atlantis. So Milo is saying that, there were a lot of things at play. It was not truly your fault, maybe a little bit, as it was a lot of people's faults. But the truth is, it's just time to let it go. There's no reason to hold on to this at all. So can you release that guilt? Try to do some forgiveness for yourself. I have a blog post for this. It's called Shadow Work, 8 Ways to Do Shadow Work, and which will really, really help you get past, to really get past all this because it's holding you back. That's what they're saying. All right, this person, I think you're just going to have to tell me your name because if you don't click the link, I can't give you a card because I don't know who you are. Okay, Chris, you've got Adventure Keki, the Amethyst Fairy, is telling you that adventure is in store for you, and that they want to make sure that they tell you that, because otherwise you're going to think, what the hell is happening? Like, and they don't want you to go to a negative place. Like if you see like strange things happening or things like throwing you for a loop, know that it's a big adventure, and that it's going to end up in a really cool place. So it might present itself at first to be something where you're like, what? I did not expect that. I don't know what to do with that. But they're saying eventually you're going to be like, this is the best thing that happened. This is a real adventure. How exciting. So make sure you're kind of looking at these events in that way. Okay. Barbara, you got soul family. Cletons, the elemental dwarf, is shamanic. Our shamanic helpers in the elemental world, is saying that your soul family is getting closer and closer. Reach out to those that you, even if you just met them, that you feel like, I just feel like I should message you, or I just feel like I should meet you. Like I kind of get in person, like it's like, well, I don't know, something about this woman just makes me feel like we should be friends, and just go ahead and say that. Go ahead and introduce yourself. I don't know why, I'm just really drawn to introduce myself to you. You just, I just really like what you said, or just something about you, this is your soul family. So start to recognize, and go ahead. And if you start to get a really big feeling, I need to meet this person, and it could be online in a message, or it could be in person, just go ahead and like, okay, whew, we got lots of people. I don't know if I can get through all of you. We got compassion for you, Raylene. Latherly, the tree spirit, saying that compassion for yourself is really, really important. And what I was just saying about shadow work, that I have a blog post that can really help you with this. Having compassion for yourself, knowing that you did the best you could at the time, knowing that we are not perfect. We are only human. We can only do what we can do, and hope to do the best we can. Okay. And for you, I really seeing, can you see there's a dove right there? I'm really getting that compassion for yourself is the road to a more peaceful life for you. Very, very interesting. Okay. You're so welcome. Okay, Jewel, you got music for manifestation. Can you use music for bringing your vibration higher when you're feeling low? They show me you dancing around the living room, maybe, or like playing some music that really pumps you up and flipping that mood. This is not spiritual bypassing. If there's something that needs to be looked at, again, that shadow work that I was just talking about, just accepting it. Okay, I feel really disappointed about that. And that's okay. I accept that I feel disappointed. You'll feel it lift, and like, you know what? Okay, now that I've dealt with my shadow work, now that I've given it a little attention, I didn't try to push it away. Now I'm going to put on some music, and let's dance, or let's sing, or let's just bring our vibration higher now that I've dealt with it. So it's a difference of, we're not spiritually bypassing. We're not saying, I feel this, so I'm just going to ignore it and like bring my vibration up by doing this other thing. Instead, we can say, I feel this, and that's okay. Let me sit with it for a few minutes, and here's a bunch of ways to do that. And let me just give myself ho'oponopono, just accept that's how I feel right now. Know that I did the best that I could at the time. No, I'm just human. I'm just doing whatever I can. Feel it lessen. Okay, now I'm going to lift my vibration. Now that's where I'm going. Do you know what I mean? It's a big difference. Hi, Maxine. You got yes. Oh, you got yes. The Philemia, the fairy. This is one of the cards that I brought through in the beginning. So if you get this card, that means I'm going to give you a little liquid Reiki sound healing, Maxine, for it. So let's see. This card for you is about always. This card's pretty easy. It's really about saying yes to what the universe is trying to give you. What are they trying to give you? What is being presented to you and you're just not sure about it? So go ahead and say yes, take that adventure and see where it leads you. I'm going to give you a liquid Reiki shamanic healing. I'm just going to channel it from Philemia. And she's saying it's for seeing the possibilities and things. That felt good to me. I hope it felt good to you. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to do a You're so welcome. We're going to do a one for everybody. Whew. You're so welcome. So Lisa, I'll just give you one since I can't see your face. I don't know how deep it will be, but you got share the Hummelt, the abundance dragon, meaning that abundance, when the abundance dragon shows up, there is a great opportunity for abundance for you. Not always money, but could be time or love or space or something like that. Abundance of beautiful things. So Hummelt comes forward to say, share your gifts for the world is what I'm getting for you. Sharing your gifts for the world is so important. You have been given these gifts for a reason, and really, you need to give them for the world in some way. Really, what is your light path? What are you supposed to be doing in this time, Lisa? Really important that you share it in some way. So I hope that helps. And let's do the group card in healing. So this is for everybody. If you didn't get read, and I have to go a little early today. Thank you, Maxine. You guys can find me at soundwavesheal.com. I have a podcast and I have 5D channels and chats with Rachel Chamness on every channel. You can find all these things at soundwavesheal.com, including my cards. If you'd like, I do put them on sale for people outside the US on my site. So that cuts down on that $20 shipping charge. Be uniquely you, Sima, the pink dolphin. So this is a card about shining your light and being your true self, even if you think that, even if you don't think you're all that, nobody does. I could list all my faults for you if you'd like, but I think I'll refrain. I don't want to leave you on that note, but there's a lot of things about myself that truly irritate me, but you probably love them. And it's the same for you. You know what I mean? Like if I were to see you, you could play back a video of yourself and be like, oh my gosh, do I ever stop giggling? Like that's what I would say about myself. And you might hate it. And everyone else is like, oh, I love that live because it was really you. So whoever you are looking at this group card, being your true self calls to you your true soul tribe, your true soul family, and it helps you live a beautiful life. You're given these traits for a reason, always a reason. One time I talked to these beautiful galactic beings called the Blue Avians, and they told me that they sent me here as a missionary for them because of my passionate nature. So something that I'm always like, oh, so dramatic. I hate that. They were like, that's the reason we sent you here. So, you never know how what you think is something negative is actually positive. So just really being your unique self it's really important. So here's a healing. I'm going to channel it from Sima for just being your true self. Okay, I hope you like that. If any of you identify as a healer or a channel, or you wish to be one, I would love for you to join my group. It's called 5D Daily Spiritual Healers in Higher Dimensions. I'll be live there next, bringing through and talking about some strange but helpful earthly elementals like gargoyles, gremlins, griffins, and creek boogies, and even other kinds as well. So I'd love to have you there. I also have another group for Fae lovers, and you can also catch me at 5D Channels and Chats with Rachel Chamness, which is my new podcast on Mondays, and all of that is on my website, soundwavesheal.com. So thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being so sweet, and thank you, Veronica, so much. Okay, bye.